They are devastated in Saudi Arabia. We're finding out what took place, whether it's one person or a number of people. And the king will be involved in taking care of families and loved ones. He feels very strongly. He's very, very devastated by what happened and what took place. Likewise, the Crown Prince. They are devastated by what took place in Pensacola.
This is our president, Donald J. Trump, delivering his condolences in the aftermath of a Saudi gunman killing 3 people at a naval base in Pensacola, Florida. Now, some of Donald Trump's Republican allies even took to the airwaves to condemn the attack as an act of terrorism. The FBI is considering this an act of terrorism, and there is a call for halting the training program that admitted the shooter, and also to engage the Saudi government to cooperate in the investigation. Trump, of course, did none of that, and instead he used this opportunity and also his Twitter account to repeatedly offer cover for the Saudi government, the Saudi administration, and conveying Riyadh's condolences with more fervor than he used in relaying his personal feelings about the shooting. Now, this isn't actually new news. This is Donald Trump's behavior whenever Saudi Arabia engages in questionable behavior. Some of you will remember that Trump had a similar reaction and reaffirmed his relationship with Saudi Arabia after being held to question about our arms sales in the aftermath of the famous Khashoggi murder in the Istanbul consulate in the hands of Saudi authorities, where they chopped Jamal Khashoggi, an American legal permanent resident, into bits and pieces. And Donald Trump famously said, well, they're buying $10 billion worth of arms from us. I'm not going to stop that. If I were to stop selling arms to them, they would probably get it from somewhere else. I believe that the Saudi authorities are currently investigating the matter. This is exactly the same thing he had done. Now, of course, this is very different than any other instance where a Muslim, or allegedly even a Muslim, or a brown person engages in some sort of mass shooting or some sort of act of violence in the United States or worldwide. Oftentimes, Donald Trump and his administration will immediately rush to the airwaves to declare this an act of Islamic terror and will do everything they can to justify Muslim bans, for example. Not when the perpetrator is Saudi, of course. In that situation, Donald Trump reaffirms their relationship and says that Saudi Arabia is going to pay money to the victims. Let's take a look at the rest of his statement here, though.
And I think they're going to help out the families very greatly. But right now, they send their condolences. And as you know, I've sent my condolences. It's a very shocking thing. And we'll find out. We'll get to the bottom of it very quickly. This has been done for many decades. We've been doing this with other countries, foreign countries. I guess we're going to have to look into the whole procedure. We'll start that immediately.
The military is not.
Yeah. Even Representative Matt Gaetz was against Donald Trump in this one and is calling for the Saudi government and the American government's relationship to question. Democrats have also tried to restrict arms sales to Saudi Arabia as a part of the military budget deal negotiated this week, but the White House pushed back and rejected the idea, according to White House and congressional officials who requested anonymity to discuss internal relations. So I want to hear from you guys. Why do you think Donald Trump is behaving this way? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'm Hasan Piker, and this has been The Breakdown.